But if you gave me her last name, I may be able to identify if she is a certified interpreter in this area.
Beth Brown.
Yeah, she's not a certified interpreter in this area. And if something about this isn't done quickly, I will definitely take my son out of this school, and I will inform the deaf community that this school does not have a certified interpreter. I just feel like your concept of an interpreter and my concept of an interpreter is completely different. So something needs to be done. It's important to have a certified interpreter in the school.
Well, now, Beth has been with our system for several years, and no other parent ever complained. All of those children made A's and B's. So I'm really wondering if maybe some of this is not Earl's problem. Maybe he does not pay attention in class.
I thought you said earlier that Beth's been here a few years, and I was thinking the whole time that my son was the first deaf student at this school. Is that true? It's just really important to have a certified interpreter in this situation, and not a lousy one that's not going to do their job and not know. They just need the training.
No, your child is not the first deaf student we've had. We get the kids from the elementary school. We've had several, 3 or 4 deaf students come through over the years. Now, you're the first deaf parent we've had, but we've had few deaf children come through the middle school before. Do you think it makes a difference if a student has deaf parents or hearing parents? Well, now we advertise.
Yes, I do feel it makes a difference. For example, with hearing parents, they can come and ask for help, and the student can come and ask their parents for help. Whereas for me, it's hard. The language is, I depend on the interpreter to have that language here at school, and so that's the problem. But I do feel like it is different, where hearing parents lean on the language with English, and so there is a difference.
It's in the paper. And she was the interpreter that responded to the advertisement. We called her references, and the people at the church liked her just fine. What if I can't?
You must have a certified interpreter in this school. Don't depend on the church. You can call the DIV, and they can give you a list of interpreters in this area, and their training and their background will be listed, and it will be listed as A, B, C, D, I believe, but what you want is an A and B background interpreter. That training is essential for the school.
Find one. What if I can't find one?
I know that there is a few certified interpreters in this area, so you should be able to find one.
You know, I only have so much money that I can spend here. We just have a budget. You know, I know your son's important to you, but I have 500 other students in this school, and we can't spend all of our money on an interpreter. How much would I have to pay for an A-certified interpreter?
You just got to put money aside in this situation. What's most important is equal access for all students. And I do know that Wake County, that's close to here, does have a certified interpreter, and they're able to pay for their certified interpreter. And I believe an interpreter only works about 15 to 20 hours a week. So you just really can't depend on the money in this situation. You just got to really focus on the equal access for the students.
Well, what would happen if I had 4 or 5 students that showed up that were deaf and they all needed an interpreter? I would never be able to afford interpreters for all those children.
You just really got to put the money aside, like I said earlier, and think about how my son needs the same learning experience for all students involved. That's important, and with the certified interpreter, that could be made possible.
Well,